having a blessed morning. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I know I supposed to have did this topic, but I had so many other topics that I want to get out before I tackled this topic, and I did good. So, your guys hit the notification bell so you can know, when I'm dropping some good information, some good videos, some good topics for your guys. Uh, these topics are really, really important as life go on the way we see it. We need topics. We need someone to talk about these events that's going on where it's mind-boggling and then it's confusing. Then a lot of people don't understand what is going on to this day. They don't understand. They be like, "Hey, what's going on?" We living in the last days. You know, we living in the last days. So, in between living in the last days, in between of doing these demonic sick acts, devil demon acts, you need somebody to explain a lot of these events that's going on. And a lot of these events are demonic and evil. And some of these events, right, that's going on is taken away from you. Of doing these acts and doing certain situations is taken away from you, right? Especially as people, the indigenous people of this earth. Let me jump right into this. I don't know who came up with this. I don't know who did this, right? And I don't know why this practice is amongst the indigenous people of the earth, especially the mothers all around the world that's doing this act upon their children and upon their daughters of putting wigs there. Somebody came up with a way where that, we could make wigs for children and charge people. All this thing, everything got to do with fame, fortune, and riches for people. This is why people are doing it, because they know that, a lot of people have self-hate. They have self-hate. They hate themselves. They hate how they was created. They hate their hair. They hate their skin. They hate their eyes. They hate everything about them. And this is why a lot of these products and a lot of these major platforms and a lot of other things that's out there to change the narrative of you and to change the narrative of the indigenous people, which many years ago that they was proud on who they were. And you lost that. We lost that as the indigenous people of this earth, especially over here in the West, over here in America, and over here, in all these major cities. We lost the values, we lost the teachings, we lost everything that was passed on from the elders all the way down up to us, the descendants. And the way we carrying it, man, it's disgusting. And the way I look at it, the way we carrying it, the way we carrying our daughters, the way we carrying our sons, and everything else, that's part of this civilization, which is lost, which is becoming lost and lost each and every day. And it's nasty out there. It's nasty. I can't stress it enough. It's nasty. When I seen this young girl and the mother putting the glue on her head, right, and they putting the wig and they stuffing the wig down on her head, the baby, the little girl, she was crying. She didn't want that wig. How you doing? Unbelievable. How you doing? Good morning. She didn't want that wig on because it's not natural. The baby's crying because you forcing something upon the baby. So the baby's like, I don't like it. It's sad, man. It's sad. Like, the more we lose ourselves, the more we give into this entity. We not even standing up and fighting. We just like, whatever. Like, we bowing down. And we have always fought physically, mentally, and spiritually. On all levels, we getting attacked. And I want you to see that. I want you to see that on all levels. we getting attacked, man. And the outcome of this, the outcome of this is that it leads to doomsday. It leads to doomsday. It leads to doomsday. And it shouldn't lead to doomsday, but that's what it does. That's why it took so long for me to talk about this topic. And I had other topics before this topic. And I said to myself, let me get these other topics out, because the tackle this topic, right, is very sensitive, especially for women. You know, the indigenous women, right? The women, indigenous women, the first mother of, the first mother, the first woman in creation, right, is the indigenous woman over here in the West, the West, the West, the West. This is the actual true facts, that passed on traditions down to the, all the way into the day that this world is not here. The tradition and the bloodline is being diluted, is being diluted, is being diluted, especially spiritually. Those old remedies that, your mother passed down, all those remedies are going to waste, man. That tradition and bloodline is going to waste, is being tampered with by fame, fortune, and riches, and by everything else, by sacrificing. Don't loyalty and rare breed stands for something, and it's sad. It's sad. It's really, really sad what I see, man, that's going out here in society, out in our communities. We being plagued with so much. We being hit with so much. But I'm here to push back. I'm a person, I'm going to push back. Wherever there's wrong, and where there's ever something that needs to be talked about, I'm going to push back. I'm definitely going to push back, because it's wrong. It's wrong, man. And, let me tell you something. Especially all indigenous women all around the world. Your crown represents who you are. Your crown, your hair represents you, who you are. And so to cloak it and to put things on top of it, you can't gain the knowledge, wisdom, understanding. You see, look, this is why I got this shirt on here with this sister. She got books. Your hair is books. Inside your hair is books. Do you understand that? Each grain of your hair, sisters, right, is the foundation where knowledge is at, in your very hair. So if you cover, right, your hair with a wig, the knowledge, wisdom, understanding can't get out amongst our children, amongst, our communities, because you, and every root inside of your hair lies the knowledge, sisters. And this is what I want to tell you, that you got to love yourself. I know it's a lot of things going on, and it shouldn't be, but it is. But your hair is a crown. It is beautiful. Your hair is worth more than a diamond. Do you understand that? They're not going to tell you that. They're going to tell you that your hair is nappy, that it's peasy, that is this and that. Your hair, right? Your very hair is bronze, right? It's melanin, right? It connects to the Alpha Omega, to creating everything in existence. That's why hair is very important in all civilizations. And what's leading our civilization is the top. Is the top. Everybody learned their hairstyles and everything here from what? From the indigenous people, the first people in creation. You understand that? So I want to give you some inspiration to all your sisters all around the world. This is your hair. Look at your hair. Your hair represents knowledge. Your hair represents books. Down here, look, down here it says education, higher learning. That's your hair, sisters. That is your hair. Let your hair hang out. Let the baby hair hang out. I remember how y'all used to put the nice barrettes and the nice bows. The way your sisters used to hook up their hair, I love that. I love that for the little girls. The way you did that, and they use that certain grease, the certain herb, the natural oils inside the hair is amazing. It's amazing. And we need to get back to that tradition. Stop covering up your daughter's hair, because what happened is that the knowledge and the understanding and the energy and everything cannot seep inside her hair, inside the mind, because your hair, right, it absorbs energy and it gives off energy. Do you understand? So if you covering it, you're not going to get the knowledge that you can get it from, and which is the sun. You understand what I'm saying? So I want your sisters to represent. Represent, please represent. Do not allow evenness to seep in to the traditions of the indigenous people of this earth, which taught all civilizations. Now we doing what other civilizations do in their civilizations. We're not doing what we're supposed to do in our civilization. We lost. We lost the teachings. And this is sad to be sitting here talking about, what's going on amongst our civilization. But this is a conversation that needs to be talked about, especially here. Let me tell you something. Your sisters have the best hair in existence as a woman. Your chocolate sisters, right? Your amber sisters, right? The caramel sisters, butter pecan sisters. I'm talking about the complexion. All rainbows color sisters all around the world. You'll have the best hair in the world, because your hair absorbed the energy from the Alpha Omega that created everything in existence. Where you think, like the sisters from the beginning of time was dropping knowledge upon all the women how to take care, because they was gaining that sun. They was gaining that rays of that sun from the hair. From the hair, it was seeping right in. The roots, it was seeping right into the brain and go right into the brain. And it was given it to the children. You understand what I'm saying? So I want your sister to recognize that, understand that. You don't have to use wigs. You don't have to use wigs on your daughters. Let their hair breathe. Let them gain the knowledge, sisters. Just like this book right here. Look, this is why I bought this book. Look, I didn't even know, but it matches. Your hair represents knowledge. You understand? This is perfect this is perfect for this right here, for this video right here, this content. Look at your hair. This is what your hair represents, sisters. It represents books. It represents knowledge. You understand? It represents books. It represents knowledge. This is your hair, sisters. Please hold on to the traditions. Get the barrettes, get the bows, and style your daughter's hair so she can pass it on to her daughters. That's the foundation. That's all I got to say, sisters. And I want you to have an amazing, amazing day. And this video is to let you know, let your hair breathe. Let your hair have knowledge. Peace, y'all. Later. Love y'all. Later.